Beautiful soul, I am so excited to bring you this energy update for the equinox on Sunday, the 22nd of September. And this equinox in Libra is extra super special because it's right in the eclipse corridor. We had the really powerful and strong lunar eclipse in Pisces, and that energy of Pisces, that energy of mysticism, intuition, heightened psychic abilities is getting more and more amplified. And the eclipse season has shifted axis from the Taurus Leo to now Pisces Virgo energy, and that has a very different dynamic, and we closed a real long-term cycle. And at the same time, and this is so exciting, so many more people in the collective are joining the ever evolving higher timeline. So it is really that momentum that's building up for all of us, where we reach ever and ever higher stages of consciousness, where we learn to support one another and feel like the energy of oneness is starting to come in. And at times when we shift dramatically into on a real, I'm just tuning in what the guides are showing me, on this vast bandwidth of collective energy that also brings out all that is necessary to release. And I know, my God, these last couple of days were so emotionally intense. I could feel so much churning through the collective energy worldwide. And each country has slightly different themes in what's being processed, where attention is highlighted by people and what's happening in that country at the time. And it was so intense. I had to refresh completely all of my crystals, the crystal grids in the house. And it's like, oh, that fresh of breath air is now working through. And the equinox, the guide said, the more you felt maybe even under the weather with that eclipse season, we're like, there's so much moving through me. Then it also means that you have made an enormous amount of space for the new energy that's coming in during the equinox Stargate. And that whole weekend feels already super special. And it's like the eclipse energy of cleansing, calming, or cleansing, churning through. It's now calming for momentum and then building up to the equinox. And the equinox is as well that collective balance point. You know, there is the equal amount of sunlight all around the earth. Hence the equinox is associated with that stillness, that equilibrium, Libra. Yes, dark Karina. That equilibrium and that 0 point field. And a 0 point field always means it's like that vast opening into cosmic frequencies where everything is possible. So Sunday is an amazing day for any form of manifestation, future visioning, or the guides are saying manifestation can also be being active in the energy you want to experience more of. You know, when you feel like, oh my God, I want to feel more joy, more bliss, more abundance, more friendships, more connection with nature, really make it that theme. And it's now 3:33 in the recording, the Cosmic Rise code. And that's really the amount of higher dimensional codes that we are receiving. It's absolutely insane. And on Sunday, I was for hours at the Stone Circle, and I was connecting with the lunar eclipse, but also the energy of the equinox, preparing for the activation. And I could feel in June, I was there also round about that time, and I'm clearing still, and it affects our voice and personal self-expression. The clearing through, oh my God, a new deeper layer of me is now getting ready and available for service, for showing up in the world, or for showing up in friendships, relationships, where it's like, this is yet another new me. And I feel like we go through those upgrades continuously, and it will really amplify up until Christmas. And Christmas is another huge, or with the solstice, in Christmas itself, these new codes will reach a new crescendo. So we are entering this new phase of heightened frequencies that take us to the next level towards Christmas. And while I was at the Stone Circle, I was tuning in and I was there for hours and hours, and I felt like, oh my God, now I'm here at sunset again. And I could feel them tuning back into June when this new golden ascension timeline first came in. And it's like, oh my God, that's 3 months ago. And I felt like the energy is so much lighter, brighter. And in August, that energy has really reached that collective crescendo. And that collective crescendo from August is now carrying us onto a higher timeline going forward, and also taking with it many, many more people over the next coming days and weeks. And if you feel like friction around you, that's because, the guides show me that with the surfboard again. The forerunners, the star seeds, the light workers, the wisdom keepers, the star wisdom keepers, those who are really deeply in tune with nature, they're already on their surfboard riding this new wave. And I was like, oh shit, this seems to be something new coming. Am I meant to join? Am I not meant to join? And how do I do this? When I talk about it was 5:55, and that's ultimate positive change. So this new timeline definitely leads to positive change. And the guide said, Katarina, please share from the perception of the higher dimensional realms. We have already right now in this moment far exceeded the expectations where we could be at this moment in time. Having come thus far, having reached such a collective momentum, worked through so much already, and there's also so much support all around. We have additional layers of transmutation all around the earth. The Metatron's cube is anchored on the earth plane right now, all around. The flower of life is receiving the golden Christed codes right now, the higher dimensional frequencies, and with the equinox and the eclipse season, that is a really unusual combination. And they show me the sun, the moon, and the earth, and the eclipses are caused by sun, earth, moon alignment. And now that is also restoring that natural connection of sun, earth, moon. They also have like an energetic microcosm in the universe. They strengthen each other, and I will talk more about it on Sunday, because the archangels are not just with Metatron, who's now anchored the Metatron's cube, with everyone who had that in their heart. I'm wearing it as well. Here, the Metatron's cube. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here we are. And that energy has been anchored, and now we're reaching a much higher collective level where more is coming in. And now all the archangels, oh my God, I want to cry. I literally feel them gathering all around the globe, each in their divine destined station, connecting with cosmic portals, wormholes, time-space portals, certain constellations they are aligned with, and they are streaming in much higher dimensional frequencies, yet in a very easily accessible way, because the archangels and angels have always been close to humanity, and we can feel their energy. And now I understand. I was like, how do I why are we doing the archangelic retreats for the equinox? And now I understand, because there's enough momentum reached that the Metatron's cube is sufficiently anchored, and now all the archangels can step into higher dimensional positions, if you like, into a higher resonance and frequencies to support us on earth. And they are doing so in those really Christed, pre-positioned energies, and that aligns with the Ascension Stargates that I believe we did in the June activation, where the Metatron's cube, the flower of life, interlink in certain places on the earth. That is not necessarily only the previously known world chakras, nodes, and nexus points. There are new ones created on earth, or say on land and in water, and the archangelic retreats are now strengthening that field and anchoring that benevolent energy of all the ones that are attuned with it. And the archangels really want to share their energy with you on Sunday in the equinox call, together with the Ascena, both the male Ascena, the brothers of the rose, and the sisterhood of the rose. They are stepping forward. The Andromedans step forward with new higher dimensional codes of healing and regenesis, so that we receive that rejuvenation in our body. And I think we can all do with that. It's like cleansing, 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 and more cleansing. And 9:55 is like we're closing that old cycle, also with the Taurus Leo eclipses, and we are opening a whole new chapter on this new ascension timeline that is now building collective momentum extraordinarily. And with that, we really receive those codes of our angelic template, our galactic inheritance, and the flower of life, the Metatron's cube, and more sacred geometry that is unique to you will be infused in your light body, so you experience that shift of Gaia's ascension herself, with the plant and animal kingdom, with all the elements and elementals, the water, the fire, the earth, the air, and the mystical beings. All of us are being uplifted, and they are also saying they're working on our entire chakra system. So we are much more attuned to the higher frequencies of, say, what's cosmically available and where Gaia is already moving into. And it's like, oh my God, no wonder I had to prepare so much for it, including really clearing and uplifting my energy. And it's 11:11. That means there's a huge portal where we are going through. So I'm really, really excited for that call on Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time. And I think that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. And all the information is under offerings, events on my website. And I really look forward to see you then. And let's see what light language is coming forth. You can hold your hands over your heart, and it's dedicated for the highest and greatest good of all. Itiaki ashkata sa na maha. Niaki tisi ishki akata sa na maha. Niaki tisi ishkata sa na maha. Iaki tisi ishkata sa na maha. Niwi ki si ishkata na maha. Niwa ki si ishkaka sa na maha. Niwi ki si na maha. Niwi ki si ti ashkata sa na maha. Miwi ki si na maha. Iwi ki si na. Miwashkaka sa nana maha. Niatiki sisi nana maha. Niatiki sisi nana maha. Miwashkaka sa nana maha. Miwa ka sa na maha. Miwa ka sa na maha. Nia kiki sisi nanamaha. Miwashka ka sasa nanamaha. Iwi kisi nanamaha. Miwashka sa namaha. Iti kisi ashka sa namaha. Yaki si namaha. Miwashki si ikata sa namaha. Ni wi ki si ash kata sa na maha. Yetiti ki sit ti na maha. Yetiti ki sit na na maha. Yetiti ki sit na na maha. Blessed be, so mote it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My goodness, I really concentrate. So we started with the golden solar light beings, and it's like, Carolina, you totally forgot to mention us, because with this equinox call, I'm also allowed to bring in for the first time the cosmic golden Christ frequency as the golden solar fire. And the golden solar light beings are going to be there. And then Mary Magdalene stepped forward and said, I'm coming in both the version of Mary Magdalene, Lady Nada, and we'll explain about that journey of evolution for you from being a human, stepping into various stages of your ascension journey, becoming an ascended master, walking on earth. And she's really excited to share that journey with you, bring you special attunements and tips all around that. And then Yeshua came in with the white dove, and he's like, yeah, we'll also bring in that male-female new divine template in, and we can't wait to share that with you. And Yeshua, as Sananda and Lord Maitreya, will also bring in an in-depth understanding of who we are now and who we are becoming, and I'm really excited about that. Then Kuan Yin and Ashtar coming in to help interweave these new patterns with our human self, our angelic self, our galactic self. And then the Elohim came in at the end, and it's like, and we bring in that new angelic or much higher advanced frequency. The Elohim are the creator angels, and the Elohim will attune your entire light body and being to these new frequencies. So I can't wait to share all of that in depth with you on Sunday, the 22nd of September at 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and more information in the comments below the video. And I'll also send out a newsletter out today for those of you who've already subscribed. I wish you a most wonderful experience of the eclipse.